Hi everyone, Zinga Johnson here with the NC GOP. And yesterday we went to Hendersonville, North Carolina. We want to talk to actual business owners, people who are on the ground feeling the effects of Governor Cooper's lockdowns and his refusal of reopening the state. We had people come and talk about things like children.
The plan that Governor Cooper gave us to choose from, Plan B, was a fail. I mean, it was logistically a nightmare.
One business owner even lost his business because he had no revenue coming in from the lockdowns. And here's what he had to say.
Once the governor mandated that we go to takeout sales only March 17th, 18th, our business revenue dropped to 300%.
It is not only affecting the physical health of North Carolinians, but also their mental health. And there's something that needs to be done about that. And it doesn't seem that Roy Cooper is doing everything that he can. Another business owner actually had a friend who passed away due to COVID-19, but not in the way you think.
And a good friend of mine killed himself recently. He's a personal trainer, he's done it all his life, and he doesn't have a way to go outside because the national parks are closed, the state parks are closed, are restricted, and he's an outdoorsman. And he took his life this past weekend, and that's the first personal connection to a COVID that I had, and it wasn't the disease, it was the lockdown.
We had several state leaders there from the House.
The administration is just not got it right. They don't have it right because oftentimes they signal they're going to do one thing and then end up doing something else. And so businesses just need to know what the rules are.
Every county in North Carolina is different from each other, and we have our own special needs, and we need to be able to make the decisions for our own counties as leaders.
And a lot of talk has gone on during this whole thing about the most vulnerable in our community. Well, we don't only need to think about protecting them from COVID-19. What about other risks?
We do a lot of therapy for the older generation because Transylvania County, heart attacks, shoulder replacements, knee replacements. And we had a lot of calls, literally blowing up our phones from our older generation who were supposed to be the most susceptible ones, wanting to come back to the gym.
It seems that in Hendersonville, North Carolina, the consensus is that people need a plan.
Scott Ford with Classic Event Rental. Business is very reliant upon weddings, and Western North Carolina is a huge destination wedding location. With the rules that have been given, we still can't gather over 25. However, restaurants, upon certain rules, can do it. Not really sure why out in the tent you can't be outdoors abiding by the same rules that a restaurant does under having a wedding reception.
Businesses rely on certainty, and the information that we're getting from Raleigh today, as we have for the last few months, has been one of uncertainty. The inconsistent messages coming from the governor only cause additional turmoil for the small business owners.
I want to see from our leadership that we're using adequate data and driven models as opposed to fear-based mentality, how to do things.
And did you have a message specifically that you'd like to say to Roy if you could talk to him?
I wish that you would come and sit and talk to these people here.
One of the things that he can do very simply is go to North Carolinians and actually speak to them. As Chairman Whatley always says at these roundtables, North Carolina is a great state, and Roy Cooper should go out and see it. Thank you for watching this roundtable discussion, and I'm excited to do another one next week.